I've been thinking about what it's like to be old, like really, really old, not just a regular old. But I came to the conclusion that probably it's the same. Anyways, I have many existential thoughts lately, and that's what my therapy is helping me with. And if you don't know yet if you want to go to therapy or not, this video is for you. But the thing is, if you've ever thought about going to therapy, and if you're like, should I go therapy or not? The fact itself that this thought came to you, guess what it means? Guess what it means? It means that yes, you need a therapy. And since all the humans are on Earth, that fact tells me a lot about if we're traumatized or not. We're all traumatized to the degree. Like, if you're on Earth, you're traumatized. Because otherwise you wouldn't come here if you didn't have anything to learn. But I don't see it as a negative thing. That's the whole beauty of being human. Like, not everything is perfect, and neither you should try to be perfect. And that's what I tried for so long. Like, for example, like a year ago, my god, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, how I perceived myself was so distorted because I had this feeling that I needed to be perfect, because for some reason I thought myself as I was really was not welcomed. You know why? Because I didn't welcome it. Not because others did not do it, but the validation that you need from others is not actually the need of validation from others. It's validation you need from yourself. And that's what I'm just starting to learn, because therapy sessions are so helping, like so useful. And I think nowadays every adult, if you have resources and enough financial income, you should invest in therapy. I think lately my videos are advertisements for a therapy, but I'm a big advocate, okay? Probably if it's not really detrimental to your mental health, or like it's not hindering your normal living, probably you wouldn't even consider going there. But if you ever had a thought, this thought that you don't know if you should go or not, probably you should, because this thought would not appear for no reason. Because even though I know there are many healthy households, and probably we've all dreamed of being in one, there's still something you needed to learn. And sometimes these things are not really processed by our brain. It's like a program. Please don't wait for that moment where you don't have any other choice but a therapy. I don't like formulating sentences in this way, where I'm like, if I did this and if I did that, probably you didn't do it because it wasn't time. But yeah, probably earlier I did therapy, the earlier I would process my triggers and things that hinder my normal living, like not normal actually, we all live normal. It's like, it's average, mediocre, but I mean joyful life. You know, that's why you are here. That's why we're here, to be present in a moment. But most of the time when we are young, we live in the future, and when we're old, we live in the past, which is totally sick. Like, I don't want to live like that. And I'm just realizing that, and I'm happy that I'm aware of that. That's why I'm seeking help. And it's not a shame. I don't know why, but in the past I also thought, like, especially in my very peaceful era, I thought, why would I ever need a therapist? I'm a really good therapist to myself and others. Like, I really had this thought that therapist was needed only for really damaged people. First of all, I didn't even know that I was damaged one. Second of all, like, most of the time we ignore that we're damaged. And second, it would be nice if I knew that, yeah, you don't actually need to be very damaged to go to therapy. But yeah, even though I've been an observer my whole life, and I observed myself, my behavior, my thoughts, my actions, it wasn't as useful. You know why? Because it came with judgment. And my therapist said observation with judgment is a thought. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And I had like, as she told me that, I was like, holy moly. Yeah, thoughts are not always very helpful. Yep, we're human and we have these thoughts, but most of the time they're not really useful for you and helpful. and beneficial. And that's what I'm just learning, observing your thoughts and feelings without judging them. And I think it's a big deal because I was not really good at that before. And if you really want to be good at that as well, that's what therapy is for. Try to find someone who is very compatible, otherwise it's not gonna work. And probably you will know it in the first like 10 minutes when you go there. You know if they're compatible or not. My introverted self-doubting girlies and boys or whoever is watching, I was also like that, and last few years I was not really social. I don't know, you're probably for many reasons, because I didn't feel safe in my own body, and I didn't feel safe in my mind because I was judging all the time myself. I was not judging to others, but it's as damaging as judging anyone else. You're also a person, so yeah. Because I started to judge myself a lot when I was around people. I was observing things like I was like maniac of perfection. That's probably why I avoided it. But nowadays, after therapy sessions, I realized that I love connecting with people when my brain is not yelling at me. And it's actually very important for you to have connections, because that's why we are here. That's we're on Earth as a collective, because we were beneficial for each other. We needed to connect. If not, we would be placed on different planets, like alone or something. I don't know. But the fact that we're here all together means that we can heal each other as well. And connections, oh my god, lately connections and socializing has been really helpful for me, because I just started to enjoy them, actually. Because when I was super duper social butterfly, I did that because of validation, because I was seeking validation. But then I turned like 360 degrees, because I realized I judged everything I did and I didn't like it. Now me and Anano are going to the bar that we discovered last week. Like, if I was a bar, that bar would be me. So come with me and let's have a really chill and nice evening. Slightly gloomy weather, best thing ever. Here is the song of the day. Who is that? This is so cute. Look at this. Well, we're not gonna sit there, but I love exploring new places in my town where you can chill and sip something delicious. And as my friend says, you don't always have to sit in a random place. You can first check the vibe, menu, and if you like it, then you give it a try. It's not must to sit everywhere you enter. And we found this bar just like that last week, and it's called Snobs. It was one of the best gnocchis ever. Cocktails were also amazing. Overall, I definitely recommend this place. Their playlist was also amazing, and if you ever visit Tbilisi and want to have a very chill and jazzy evening, you gotta come to this place. Very nice to be shorty.
Shorty little baddie.